What are we up to, Bags?
I don't think we'll reuse the air filter, that's for sure. Oh, just put my finger through it.
It's been sitting for a while. Oh, you broke it. You broke it, mate. So what are we up to, Bags?
We'll see if we can get it running again, eh?
So what? I think it was about 10 years ago was the last time we've had these things out. So this one's got a CR250 in it. We'll tell you a bit more about that after we can see the engine properly and get rid of all the rat's nest off it.
What?
Did this have a pigeon living in it for a while, Bags? It's not going to go anywhere, is it, Bags?
I don't know, just in case I put my hard hat on.
Didn't fall off. I think we could use the little drag challenge trailer as a bit of a support vehicle for the go-karting. What do you reckon? So our race meeting's in 2 weeks from now, Bags. Do you reckon we're going to have time to get them all going? Accelerator cable's locked, solid. The brakes work, surprisingly, after sitting for 10 years. It is 10 years this is sat for. So for anyone out there that's just bought a kart, there's going to be a few things you want to check, and we'll probably come across all of them, I reckon, today, eh? Is it coincidence, Bags, or is Honda the engine of choice around here?
Seems to be the fastest ones around.
Oh, we got it running, but we found out the chain was slipping. So this is an old mount. It's been on 3 different karts now. So a couple of them hit the tire wall out there and bent all the chassis. So it's been switched over a fair few times. So today's job, make a new engine mount up for it. Won't get too carried away. There's something that'll get them out to the track in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's the engine mount all done. Nice and easy, all played the game. We've got another one of the old veteran racers here, old Robbie. Nationwide forklifts. Are you going to get your kart back out?
I should.
You should, eh?
I should, yeah.
You've got a motor for it. Maybe we should drag that in.
Yeah.
So these little karts, I don't think a lot of people know much about them. They're called a DD2. Now the reason for that, direct drive 2 gears. So most karts obviously have a chain. This one doesn't. This has got the rear axle goes straight through the back of the motor, through the gearbox, and has a drive collar on it. So the motor's all fixed in position to the chassis, so the chassis is specific for a DD2 engine, which is made by ROTAX. I think they make about 35 horsepower, revved to around the 14,000 rev mark. Best part with them, they got a centrifugal clutch, so you can't actually stall them. Electric start. The other thing they have is just a paddle shifter, so it's got neutral, first gear on the left hand, second gear on the right hand, just to click it in, nice and easy. It's got a shift cut as well, which works down here, which kills the motor briefly where you flick into top gear. So this is the Evo motor, so a few new bits and pieces, different power valves set up, different carby, different exhaust system. The old ones used to crack on the pre-Evo models. Another thing I love about these little motors is the fact they have a balance shaft in them, so it gets rid of a lot of the vibrations these dirty little 2-strokes seem to always have. When you sit in the kart, they're pretty smooth compared to what you're used to back in the day if you ever have driven the old 2-strokes before. 4-wheel disc brakes, so that's pretty cool. Got a little bias bar on it so you can sort of adjust front and rear. Radiator on this side, I've just made up a little plastic mesh thing that we can pull out to clean the dirt out of. So obviously these karts are made to be driven on a tar steel track, but I'm not very good on tar steel, to be honest, and it doesn't really do much for me. So we're going to race them on the dirt. I used to do that when I was a kid, so we've done it for a lot of years over here. We got out of that as we come into the drag racing stuff. So while the car's away getting a few things and we're waiting on this block to be finished, we thought we'd better get back into this and get a few of the old team wound up. We're not scared to smack into each other a bit either, which is good. We don't get all upset and cry if that happens. So I've never run one of these around on the dirt. We've always had the 250cc motorbike motors, whether that's a CR or a YZF, 2-strokes, 4-strokes. We've built probably 20 or 30 karts here in the past. So 10 years ago, we used to have a group of 16 of us that used to go out there. It was good fun, good cheap entertainment. So what we'll do is hopefully strap a GoPro on the side of this and just try and show a bit of footage when we get to the track and see if it's something some of you guys would want to get into in the future. It's a good base sort of motorsport. You can't go wrong with it. Maybe I shouldn't have agreed to this, eh? He used this 10 years ago, hasn't even washed it. Now he's bringing it to the Masters to swap the motor over and try and get it going for a meeting we've got in a week's time. I can't believe that sat in your shed like that for 10 years. Man, the quality of these are getting worse, Roberto. This is the donor cart. We're going to take that motor and we're going to put it on Roberto's chassis, apparently. Far out. This guy with tools, pretty dangerous. You should be behind that office desk, behind that computer. This is scary stuff, mate. About as scary as what you did to the inside of this. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, there's a bit of water in there. Oh, come on, mate, you can do it. Come on, Roberto. It's stuck. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, we're on the roll now, Roberto. We're starting to get there. Nice and gentle. Does it come off? Oh, so easy. Oh, a couple of crocodile eggs there. The first time, I'd say it's had the gearbox all changed just by looking at it. What do you reckon, Roberto? Is it going to run?
Yeah.
They sort of look the same. Oh, we got the replacement motor on. It's nearly time for fire in the hole. Roberto's off to get some fuel. And hopefully this thing fires up. Oh, the time's come, Roberto. Is it going to run, mate? First kick, you reckon? Hasn't been running in 10 years. Here we go. Get the old big clobbers in there. Ready, Roberto? Here we go. Oh, close. Righto, that wasn't successful. Let's try again. Well, it's the day after we've done Roberto's one, and now we've got Corey's one in. So this is another one of the OGs, CR250, about a 2000 model. I remember this kart flew him out one day and he broke his collarbone. I come around the corner and then he's lying in the middle of the track in a bit of pain, the poor bugger. We'll see if we can get it running again and we'll get him out on the next meeting in another 7 days. Oh, she's alive. Now, because we race these things on the dirt, we don't get too emotional about tyres usually, but we sort of got to draw the line sometimes. Righto, we got a bit of a tip here. I'm not telling the other boys, no one's in the shed, so I can tell you this now. Now what we're doing, we run the rear wet rims because they're just over 1 inch narrower than the dry rims. That's a dry. You can see how rounded the sidewall is compared to one that's a bit narrower with the wet rim on the back. Same tyres still, tyres are exactly the same. So what that sort of does is puts a nice corner to that tyre to help get a bit of bite out of corners. That'll help you see it in more detail anyway, so massive difference in the way it really squares that sidewall up. Well, I don't know about the rest of the boys, but I'm ready to go out and give them a flogging, eh? What do you reckon, guys? We're going to smoke these other guys that aren't organised? Time will tell.
Well, that was interesting.
Break it down.